This is problem number 3 on the annuities and loans notes. And this one we're planning to buy a new car. The cost of the car is $23,995, including taxes and license. So the car manufacturer is offering a promotion. So we've got 2 deals to choose between. For the first one, you get a $2,000 rebate, so $2,000 off the price of the car. But your interest rate will be 6.48, and that will be compounded monthly for 60 months. Or your second option is going to be no rebate. Okay, so you pay that extra $2,000 on the car, but you get a lower interest rate of 1.2%, also compounded monthly for 60 months. So we need to figure out which one is the better deal. All right, so we're going to start by choosing the rebate. All right, so we need to calculate the monthly cost, the monthly payment. So remember, this is the same formula we've been using in this whole section. So let's just take a second and get that written down. All right, so remember that A is the amount that we're borrowing. So the car is $23,995, but we are getting that rebate. So we're getting that $2,000 off, which will make it $21,995. Our I is going to be, as always, R divided by M. So we're taking the 6.48, we're going to change that to 0.0648. We're compounding monthly, so we'll divide that by 12. And then N is going to be our number of payments. So we're making monthly payments. Now notice this is a little tricky. Our time is in months, so there's a couple of ways you can look at this. 60 months is equal to 5 years, right, if you divide that by 12. But notice what happens if we do 12 times 5, it just gives us back 60. So remember, this is our number of payments, so we really didn't need to calculate N. It was kind of given to us in the problem, but we can still think of it this way as well. All right, so let's get everything plugged in. So we're going to borrow $21,995. We're going to multiply that by 0.0648 divided by 12. Close, close. On the bottom, 1 minus, parenthesis, 1 plus, 0.0648 divided by 12. Close the first parenthesis. We're raising to a negative 60, and then close again. And I know I do this on every problem, but it's really important that you get your parentheses in the right place. So 2 sets of parentheses in the numerator, 2 in the denominator, and make sure you get those in the right spots. All right, so let's get this entered. Okay, parenthesis 21,995, parenthesis 0.0648 divided by 12, close, close, divided by parenthesis 1 minus, parenthesis 1 plus. Enter that value of I again. I'm going to close it, raise it to the negative 60, and close it again. All right, this looks like a reasonable amount for a car payment, $430.15 a month. Okay, so we're going to write that down. Part B says, how much will you pay in total for the car? Well, you're going to pay this amount every month for 60 months. So we're making 60 payments, so we'll just multiply that by 60. And that comes out $25,809. All right, so suppose we take the second option. The second option is no rebate. So what that means is that we're going to borrow the entire price of the car. So we are borrowing more money, so our A is going to change. But we're getting a lower interest rate. So our I is going to be R divided by M. That's going to be 0.012 divided by 12. So a much lower interest rate. And then N is still going to be our number of payments, and that is still going to be 60. So that's not going to change. All right, so let's put this information in and see what we get. We always start with our formula. We're going to write that down first. Okay, so this time we're borrowing a little bit more money, $23,995, but our I is 0.012 divided by 12. And we're still raising to the negative 60. All right, so we do have some very different numbers here. Let's get our parentheses in place. All right, and let's see if this is a better deal. Even though we're paying more for the car, it is a much lower interest rate. So $23,995 times our value of I, close, divide to get the denominator, parenthesis 1 minus, parenthesis 1 plus, 0.012 divided by 12. We're going to raise that to the negative 60 and close our parentheses. All right, so this comes out $412.23. So that is a slightly lower payment. So even though we're borrowing more, we have a much lower interest rate. All right, so total cost for this car, we're still making 60 payments, so we would still multiply this by 60. And that comes out $24,733.80. So if we want to pick the better deal, we can look either at the monthly payment or at the total cost, but we can see that the bottom one is definitely better. All right, so this is the better deal. Okay, higher cost for the car, but a much lower interest rate.